Fala galera, voltamos com a live. A live encerrou porque faltou o Luiz aqui, então encerrou. Mas já estamos de volta e é isso aí. Curtam a live aí. O segundo mapa é a Nuke. E quem não for inscrito, se inscreve aí pra curtir as lives. Tem live toda noite. E alguns jogos de CS assim de dia. Tamo junto, galera. Valeu.
That's been one of the keys to victory for VP on this map. Definitely a nuisance.
And a lot of discussion as well for the French side. Keep your eyes on Kenny S. A lot of people suggesting he is one of the best CT standard AWPers on Nuke with his positioning surrounding, that secret staircase. He holds it like no one else.
I think, we see a lot more teams get, the mental coaches, psychologists and so on within the team. I think G2 is a team that needs it the most out of the top teams because we talk about, grinding out games and so on. It's not just because of playstyle, but mentally. They tend to fall off a cliff if they lose a couple of silly rounds, and that's why I say G2 needs a strong start here, not because of being 5-0 up in terms of score, but getting into it mentally. You fear for them if they have another bad start, that the game is just going to fall apart from them. We've seen it a couple of times in their history as a team, even with this lineup. So that's something you need to point out. This series is far over from them. Like across the three maps, they're all good maps for G2. If you win here, you have a very good chance of winning 2-1 on Inferno. The problem is the way they look as a team. You wonder if they have the mental fortitude to make that comeback. They definitely have the skill, definitely possess the tools as a team. It's just, in your head, can you make that switch?
Yeah, Chad, you can attest it's not just what's happening with the mouse and keyboard, it's the mental game as well.
It's definitely a mental game.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I took a beating. Took a bit of a psychological beating in my time, and I think it's not easy for everybody to deal with.
I can confirm. I was there when Chad fell apart. It wasn't nice to watch.
No. But I mean, what I'm saying,
quite sad actually.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good. Give me the hot tip.
But we stand here. We sit here and we say, need to reset. Need to there is no question that if you put them, into this situation away from the pressures and away from that previous map, this game would look perhaps different to it is about to. That's just, I find it so intriguing and so hard to comprehend. You can't quantify what that map has done to them or what this day has done to them.
Think about that. It's about atmosphere. It's something you build over time, within the team. It's not something, it's not like you have to have a guy who's going to say, hey guys, we're still in it,
make things worse
follow your dreams and stuff like that. It actually makes, for me, it made things worse.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, guys, we have a second map, let's go. I'm like, yeah, of course we have it. What am I going to do? I'm going to go home? No, I'm going to play the second map, But it's something you build over time with team chemistry. It starts from practice, right? Being focused, and then knowing in results, okay, we just need to keep playing. Not much has to be said, there's no general types of speeches you see in movies. It's just everyone being on the same page, knowing what needs to be done.
Yeah, and it's different for everyone, different for every person, what they need, I mean, that's something we always learn, and I'm just hearing that the knife is started, which means, we're not going to see it, that's not how we've been rolling here at Epicenter, but just bear in mind that I'm sure the casters will inform you, they might even have the game up on their screen, they can tell you who won and what side was chosen, because that's going to be huge. Guys, I want to know, do we see a third? Is this Virtus Plough genuinely being refueled here for the grand finals?
Plough is on. I'm going to go with VP simply because I don't think G2, unless they have a good start and get back into the groove of things, I don't think they have the mental fortitude to come back into this game.
Crazy to see, especially considering their performance in the groups. Are you doubting them as well?
I think we should flip a coin.
Okay, I'm gonna flip
in
this
G2's fashion.
Yeah.
I'll flip this coffee lid.
Coffee lid. Well, it's weighted one way or the other.
If it has.
It's got coffee in it.
All right. Yeah, cool.
Let's get into this. It does sound like it's going to be time for our second map. It is the second semi-final of the day. Epicenter St. Petersburg could have Virtus Pro in the grand finals. Nuke separates them from that and G2 as well. Let's jump back in with the casters then, as we see if G2 have got some fight left in them.
Yeah, see if they do. I mean, if Shock saw VP yelling yesterday, didn't matter. He went outside and tried to yell at G2. Maybe he can take a page of their book and think, what works for him will work for me as well.
They can definitely bounce back. The problem is that was their map pick.
Yeah.
And they got kind of wrecked towards the end there as well. They looked lost in the late round decisions, making skills. But moving on to Nuke. Petter from HLTV just tweeted a good stat. G2 are currently 7-1 in terms of wins on Nuke 2017. VP 11-2. So this is going to be a great map. This should be like one of the map of the tournaments, really. But I have to say, we said this in the build-up to this game. It's another tournament where G2 have looked lights out in the group stages, and then they've been floundering in the playoffs. Sure, it's a first map, and it was their pick. That's why I'm a little bit worried. VP are playing some of the best CS I've seen from them in a long time. Pasha, especially. What in God's name was that? The AWPing potential from him, I haven't seen before. He's always been like a pretty good AWPer, but that was some world-class stuff. As I said at the time, some like questionable decisions, but he was getting it done. And when you start hitting every shot and you feel godlike, you can start doing things that your opponents wouldn't expect, and technically not the right play. But a lot of AWPers have made their reputation based around that sort of playstyle. JW comes to mind, for example.
Chunks looks like he's taking the other approach. Rather than yelling, he's trying to make them laugh, have some fun, trying to show some personality. But we're going to sound off the war drums and get ready to roll. Nuke, what a place to be between these two teams. That stat you listed, 11-2 VP, 7-1 G2 on it this year is revealing, and it should make for an epic game.
Well, we'll have a look as to who indeed did win the knife, considering that's a G2 spray in spawn. I would say the French, indeed.
E começa o mapa.
I guess the saboteur of the VP side is a fantastic AWPer on D-Nuke, and there's the first headshot. Shoxy caught in a difficult position, but how has he won the duel?
Pega o primeiro
At 9
abate.
HP, one more bullet would have done it for Bialy, but he couldn't land it. Just to note the Julies are out as well, but it's a 5-on-4. Oh, all right.
Shox já dá o primeiro abate em cima do
Bit of Russian for you here.
Bialy.
I speak Russian.
Don't translate it.
I won't. Apex tries to fire into the smoke. They drop down and bypass him. That will allow a bomb plant for VP at the very least, despite losing that duel, as you said, in an improbable fashion outside to Shox. Taz gets ready for it. He'll hold off reverse secret, make sure that the retake is taken down quickly. This ends Shox first for a reason. They trade off of it, and he doesn't do any further damage to the second players, so they end essentially where they were. 4 versus 3 rather than 5 versus 4. Neo takes down body quickly, however, that changes everything. And Apex already in the site. They know those doors are closed. Smoke off wide so that it covers Toxic, and Kenny's waiting. It's a perfect position, but they're not ready for Neo. He actually tagged it, but he didn't finish through. And G2 get the defuse. He might have had it with 1 or 2 more
E
bullets.
ele faz o ninja defuse.
The commitment there, trying to stop the diffuser. I think he did enough to maybe assume he'd taken him off the diffuse itself, but that looked like it was a Virtus Pro round. Good smoke on the bomb, but it seemed like it was recoverable at that point, but Neo doubts himself, falls back, and it's the Julies that find a few kills towards the end, and we've got a force buy in the second round. We saw this from G2 on Cash. You get the bomb down there and a few kills, you can bring a couple of AKs here, you have to mix things around and drop guns and buy armor, but this can work. 3 rifles for G2, but they're FAMASes, no M4s available, a couple of MP9s, pretty equal in terms of the firepower. If you break it down like that. To get into it, this is going to be a crazy round. They haven't fired a bullet yet, so G2 unaware. As Pasha makes his way outside with those dual elites, it's going to be Kenny has to defend with the FAMAS in hand. Hasn't spotted anyone yet. He looks towards the catwalk. And we'll head towards the ramp, and now the game is up. They know the AKs are out.
BK waits to let them walk in, and he will make no mistake finding the headshot with the FAMAS on the right. Back over to the left to take down Taz. Bomb goes down as well, and the flank from Kenny. Spectacular spray, but makes it work against Neo. Body should be the one to find Passion. Nope, not quite, but I'll definitely hear him drop down. Quite the thud. Vents. Checks for Shox, but he will die indeed. He will go down. Shox getting the kill. 2-0 for G2, starting out CT side. So the start that they needed on the desk was that, I think Chad's theory, they needed to get back into it immediately.
Yeah, they're a team that doesn't recover well from deficits. That's what their kind of running sentiment normally is in playoffs. If they have a bad start, like they did on both halves of Cash, the game was going to fall out of hand. But they get the 2-0 here. They deny a victory with the force buy. That was an interesting idea from Virtus Pro. Bomb down. It's the unexpected play. If it doesn't work out, it means you miss out, obviously, the AKs in this round, which is the more conservative approach. Round 3, full eco, PD-50s with some Glocks, no armor, no nades, of course, and the Julies for Shox. He picked those off Bash's corpse. Bomb down, and it should be quite the quick round as Kenny is coming to back things up as well. 1 kill comes through for the VP side, but I think that's probably it. Apex and MBK to finish things off, and that's the start they needed. The 3-0 secure.
E a G2 faz 3-0. Mas agora é a hora da verdade. Round armado.
And now, maybe a pause comes through. guys joining us, what a way to kick things off. G2's map pick, Virtus Pro pick it up. The MVP so far has to be Pasha. With that MVP, what a game that was, what a tournament it's been for him. Snack's normally the superstar of this team. He's had one of the worst performances we've seen from him in a very long time. But the team is working very well as a unit. And we'll go into the first gun round here. AK's out. It's definitely not as strong as they should be because you can see a lack of utility. Point outside. Yes, for the open ramp this time. Shoxy can't do anything about them getting towards secret. But only one player there. That's going to be indeed Pasha, the AK.
Kenny hit the opening shot toward Turnpike, goes back out. Biawi's next in line. It's a shooting gallery, and eventually the shot.
Kenny has level
Back
3.
with the opening gun round. A tremendous contribution from Kenny S. Pasha goes back in toward Annex. It's flanked out by Shocks on an MP9. All weapons despite having an AK-47. Versus 4 for Neo. Definitely has Shocks down. So no upgrade free to an AK from Shocks because MP9, remember, he dropped over for it, but Body will certainly upgrade his FAMOS and they'll pick up yet another round. The first gun round goes G2's way as well.
Lovely stuff by Kenny S there. Neo left in those 3 versus 1s. He's had some magnificent clutches in playoffs and big tournaments, but not meant to be this time. 4-0 will come through. No bomb plant going down there. 4 saves loss bonus, meaning you get $2,900 in the round as reflected on the scoreboard right now. Round number 5, likely to be a partial buy here. They'll have maximum loss bonus next. So they can bring out the orbs and have a decent buy. The first gun round, they were limited. Had AKs and a few smoke sure, but didn't have the molotovs or anything for post plant. Didn't even get that far as they went towards the ramp. Objective of this round, get that bomb down. That's going to be all that's really possible for them, but they lose the first frag. They'll walk towards secret. Probably the best place to go. Trade a frag down there. Likely can plant behind the silo. Smoke from Apex, so it buys us some time.
Through. Door closed, opened again inwardly, if I'm not mistaken, as we snapped away. I think he's going to try and play that headshot angle on stairs.
Also, it's not such a beneficial angle for the teams if they come out. They have to go obviously wider. Can't use the door for protection.
Apex. Actually going to play the off angle instead and hug the wall. Works out, makes no mistake, and again, and it's not quite the third time.
Shots. So to secure the round. Gets one back with that CZ, but like he said, getting the bomb down here is the first protocol for VP. Still a possibility. It would take Kenny as missing a couple of shots here. Doesn't happen too often.
E o Mulsi faz 3 abates.
30 seconds remaining. Just waiting for a mistake to be made. Pasha finds an AK-47, but not for long.
Shocks elimina mais
Just hoping to find someone out of position here.
Faltando agora só o Neil.
Could actually sneak upstairs. I'm not sure. Obviously, the minimap was a bit confusing on this one. Taken down by MBK in the end.
E
Nice
é
shot from him.
eliminado.
5-0. This is where G2 shine. When they get these sort of starts, the money's in their favour, momentum is shifted towards them. Third map will be Inferno. That would be fantastic, but still very early days here. We're not getting too carried away. Technical pause. Second semi-final of the day.
Our final game of today. We only have the 2 semi-finals. Tomorrow we play our consolation match. 3rd place. And then our grand final.
SK Gaming already waiting. What game that was against Strauss.
Yep, with Bolts on board for this event as well. Could we get Bolts versus VP? Could happen. Unlikely storylines. I mean, you have to consider as well with the troubles that Virtus Pro have online. Being in a bit of a slump, suffering the same fate. If they were invited to this event, would they even have qualified?
No, I don't think they would have done. Their online play is where the slump really comes out the most.
And yet they might have a chance at berth in the finals.
Like qualifying for this tournament was horrible. You had to go for like 15 maps, I think it was total, to actually make it. Not even to the tournament itself, to get to the wildcard spot. So that's where FaZe came from. They had to play against Tai Lu to actually, at the event, to actually get in the group stages. Same story for Liquid as well against Vega. They managed to do it, the favourites got through, but still, coming all the way to the event to play 1 best of 3 potentially, like Tai Lu did. It's a rough tournament to get into if you don't get invited.
Apparently Tai Lu was boot camping in Europe. Just
yeah, I don't think they expected to get much further. They had to actually go to the mine straight. I did 2 days ago, right? So I don't think they were expecting to get very deep into the tournament, regardless. They were all doing it in Europe, yes. Right. What the issue is right now. Headsets are on, which is usually a good sign. It's when the seats are reclined, headsets are off, conversations being had, that's when we get a little bit worried. But I can hear team chat ticking away as well, so presumably be underway momentarily. Hopefully no need for a much headache. Snacks, 0 and 5 right now, not those flattering stats, but they are 0 and 5 down. As we mentioned, he has had a very difficult tournament for himself, but here they are in the semi-finals. Picking up a little bit of the slack. A few G2 fans are there. I would say Virtus Pro being a Russian-based organisation, they would be the hometown heroes.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true, and it seems to be more clear in my ear when we're hearing the Virtus Pro fan, or rather, when we hear fans cheer for Virtus Pro play. Seems a bit louder than that of G2, just as SK's cheers were surprisingly louder than Astralis. I didn't know what to expect on that front.
It's true.
Would I lie?
I don't think so.
It's not really in my DNA to do so. Red Rave. A lot of chatter. Hopefully we'll get back underway as a result of it. Asha sits back. The king of map 1, undoubtedly.
Stats are right now 2 kills, 4 deaths.
Bitterly.
Yeah, random things. I guess you can find out, and they lost every single round so far. Difficult to get rolling once you lose a pistol. Yarn starting to come in for the Polish side. What a story to be in this tournament. Starting to doubt whether they've still got it anymore, but here they are once again in a semi-final. 1 map up and already knocked out the world's #1 team. FaZe, not considering results they've had in previous tournaments to run. So many records broken for them. First the map streak went down, the series streak, and the playoff streak. Slowly but surely. It's through. It's a nice little sight, got the baguettes on there as well, hand drawn, I like that. Well played. Gotta respect that.
Absolutely. If that is indeed, it is, that is hand drawn. Wow, that's really good. That looks tasty. I'd have some bruschetta on that baguette.
My favourite players.
Yeah,
I think Counter-Strike purists, like, when they watch him play, like, it's nothing that's too exceptional, right? It's just really smart decision making, holding bomb sites in the correct way, just following the rules of CS, and the fundamentals are all there. It's rare he'll ever be like the star of a series or have the most amount of frags or anything like that, the craziest clutches. He's just good for 1 or 2 kills. Like, he's just a solid member, a safe pair of hands to have in your team. Still sat down, which is good news. And he has on his screen right now. Some fun. Spinning around. Still throw weapons, so on some of the servers. So I've got a bit of information there. No one's disconnected. It's maybe resolved. That was possibly the army that the issue.
Well removed from each other. No chance that they'll have flashbang exploitation here.
Yeah,
Can't even see each other. Yeah, with a large television set up in the middle.
It means it is quite the walk to go shake hands.
It is. It was the first thing I noticed after the Astralis game, because SK won it. You knew Astralis wasn't going to leave the booth because they were going to be disappointed with the way in which they lost the second map. And I was like, that's going to take like 5 minutes to get there. They're not going to meet you halfway.
Well, we're back underway, ladies and gentlemen. It is 5-0 here in the second map. VP currently up 1-0, as you can see at the top of your screen. And we'll have the all about the passion. That's something that was so influential in the first map. Around number 6 here. Heading up the catwalk right now. Isn't necessarily challenging too much. I think he's actually towards ramp again, from what I can see on the minimap. The index. A fantastic tournament so far. Not in the hull of MBK patrolling secret.
Molotov lands on the stairwell. Behind the red creep. It's Annex that's covered off, and Shocks as well. Behind the boxes, perhaps they should have covered off Secret as well, because immediately walking out, MBK finds 2 kills. It's finally responded by Bialy with 5-0. And a 1-man lead early for G2. It was never going to be easy for VP. T side struggling to pick up a pistol and find rounds early as well. Could only get worse. It's a very passive angle to the ramp. It will be pressure applied by walking through, but now the AWP has to wrap back around, and Kenny pulls out and finds Biawi outside on the catwalk. Good find from Taz, eventually did get the position as a result. However, he needs to do better than just that. Gets caught up on the ladder, gets found from the rafters. Oh my goodness, body. I thought he was going to whiff altogether.
Managed to put it off. Snacks now in the 3 versus 1. Nothing really happening that round. It was Pasha given the task of finding the opening pick outside. Really didn't get anything going at all. MBK shuts him down from Seagram. Snacks get a plan here, you know. He has managed to sneak down towards lower. In this iteration, and you can palm behind this silo just like that. Couldn't do that before. Locked down. He could actually win this round. Well, maybe not. Jockey's just catching him out. If he gets towards Decon there was a serious chance. That sort of plan there, he could have done that. Didn't have a smoke to deny him vision either. There it is, 6-0 for G2. These rounds haven't been too hype as of yet, Matt. We haven't had to start shouting and screaming just yet.
I'll tell you what is hype. Look at the money for G2.
Oh yes, MBK. $1,000, that's not bad, is it? Money not far behind at 13k. BP haven't really come in touching distance and picking up around as of yet. And it's MBK the double also. I'm really not a fan of this on you because a lot of players that aren't. But it can be a good flow. 1 or 2 rounds to throw it in. That ramp, it can be very powerful indeed. I'm sure that's where MBK will be heading. It is indeed. A rough time shutting this down. See, but easy spam when the smoke goes down. Straight line, scare them off. You focus more players towards upper bomb side as well. The all side of Kenny S. What a ramp. Sets up mobile fragging units. Exciting. Right.
Still staring toward the ramp room. It's down as well. I thought the jump across. Didn't even take the bait. He would be ready for the second shot, but the speed favors Pasha once more as MBK falls. Shocks trying to play cleverly on top of the railing to see above a smoke. It's not a bad decision to try and do so. It's creative, but it doesn't work out.
Considering they lost that first pick, might as well have stayed for the duel itself. Can't hit that single bullet, but VI certainly can. It's going to be the 4-on-2 now, but Kenny is still alive in the vents, but Molotov down. That should be the round, and VP's first. As the bomb comes through, Kenny S, I don't think can deny it with the smoke down there as well. He's going to hit that shot though, or maybe not. It's up to Body to try and get something done here, but I think this round is done, and maybe they just might back. We'll see.
So John Kenny to take down Snacks. Any kill they get matters at this point. As you say, they are going to fall away from it. I think Kenny will try and get over toward ramp, or at least closer to it. No, just save the op. But every kill matters as VP will hit their first round. 6-1, a reset, a factor. They keep 3 alive. Majority of players, that's the important part. Bonnie and Kenny will go all the way to their spawn.
Well, baited out. It's the AWP at the ramp room. It can be very powerful there, but Virtus Pro reading it. They baited out the AWP shot. They know Kenny S is always going to be a factor on this map. He likes to change position almost every single round. It wasn't Kenny waiting for him, it was MBK. He's the secondary AWP, quite a recent swap from Shoxy. Doesn't take the shot, so it certainly just distracts him for a few milliseconds, and then Asher peeks out. Nice reaction from him. Takes down MBK. Shoxy then has to take the duel outside. He hit the smoke, like you pointed out. A good smoke. He had vision of them, but couldn't quite hit the shots. 5-on-3 that couldn't be recovered by GT, but they can reset Virtus Pro here. Wouldn't be the harshest of resets with 3 players surviving the T side, but definitely still a factor. Down the fence already.
You try to fire into that smoke. Snacks is down already, and I don't think they have any idea. Because Kenny was still pre-firing in towards Squeaky Door. Rotations, none as of yet. And Snacks is hoping that they can bait a rotation toward him. He's just going to sit toward decontamination. In fact, MBK, the first player that would rotate in a position or situation where in which vents were lost from ramp, hasn't even considered it. Meanwhile, still waiting for the cross. Still have no idea that Snacks is below, and the cross comes at a time that Kenny cannot see. He lost his vision from heaven by rotating down below. Now the vent rotation comes in, and Snacks just waited. That was entirely set up. Once he got there, they changed the play entirely to bait someone down to his gun. He finds the kill. Apex will be wondering how he got down there so quickly, and now it's MBK that has to get back in the sight.
That's so perfect from Snacks. What an amazing call there. You can see it all working out nicely, but it's up to MBK to try and deny the plant. Gets nothing out of it. Another save there, I think. And Snacks getting down. That was the factor. G2 just didn't react. They were hoping it wasn't the case. But now 5 on 3. Shock's the outside still as well. The bomb planted. They can go for this retake, but it's just not required. They still have a huge lead. Money's still available to them. Let's not throw it away in a very unlikely situation. It's not desperate at this point. They still have this huge lead. So allow VP to have it, but it all comes down to the positioning of Snacks. So he gets that play down the vents. He's not finding any kills, but he's watching the vents right. He's cool. No one's gone towards them. If you can get towards Secret with those set smokes, you're going to be able to shut this round down. And Snacks is still going towards T-spawn now as he finds one more. It's going to be Shock's the last remaining player here. He's desperate to stay alive, but not going to be the case. Now we've got a game on our hands. There's 2 rounds coming in a row for VP, but weaponry saved. Previous round means,
Yeah, the reset avoided.
it's, well, but VP definitely winning the round. That's a wireless mouth there from MBK, just to know. Well, a few of them have got it.
Yeah, the Cloud9 members are starting to pick them up quite a bit. I think Stewie and Automatic are both onto wireless now.
I'm just so old, and the technology was so bad when I was a player.
It was awful. I remember the first wireless mouse my brother got. He thought it was like a great idea, and it died
A lot of people
every day.
think, you know,
Well, the technology's there. I didn't like electric cars at first either. All kinds of things that grow on you over time.
Who was that? As we said, money's still okay for GT. Had a fantastic start here. 6 rounds in a row for them. VP fighting back. Looking pretty strong as well. Just great understanding of the map that's getting Snacks down so quickly. That won the round to Hampton. They had no control of lower whatsoever. They didn't even check the right hand side of the bend when they were rotating GT. Punished for it. Round over. Round number 9. Splash hasn't really had significant impact yet at all. Hasn't had to. He smoked off towards the ramp, waiting for any aggressive play. Next, above the squeaky door here on the hub. Well, for now, it looks like they're edging towards the ramp, and that's where MBK's been waiting for them.
Good find as well. Headshot angle Taz. As he missed a few shots, he overstayed his welcome. Taz got him back.
Yeah, he didn't have to stay that long. The objective of ramp players, if you can get 1 kill and stay alive, that's it. That's all you have to do. He got carried away with the spray. I think he definitely had time to fall back there, but still, it's Bialy. Fighting back, he'll take the advantage, and Kenny S now has to hit some magnificent shots. There's one. Looking for the second here, but the smoke down. Had a chance to deny the plant, but won't be happening this time.
Got overwhelmed as well. The flash didn't catch him, went through his legs, but he couldn't find the shot toward Taz, who continues to wrap around and watch the vents. Vents are being watched from either side, but Shock still wins out. And Snacks has to retake the same angle, but Pasha gets toward Toxic with the op again.
Yeah, so
he finds space.
Yeah, really well played, perfectly timed.
Doors are closed as well. Snacks does not have to peek. I think G2's going to try and look to get away. If they're going to commit this time, Pasha goes back out, gets ready! Pasha, this is the best you've played in ages. 3 kills again on the AWP.
What the hell was that final shot? The audacity to challenge Kenny S there when he knows he's going to re-peek. Another headshot delivered by Pasha. When it felt like it was all falling apart, they got the bomb down, but how are they going to recover from it? Pasha finds something out of nothing. 3 rounds in a row now, the money being whittled down. I think they might have 1 buy left. We'll have a look as we get into the next. Yeah, it's not the best though. 4 M4s and a UMP, lacking utility, lacking kits, no AWP. Oh my goodness, Pasha, as I said going into that round, he hasn't had to do much with the AWP, but given the opportunity, he'll certainly deliver, especially in this series. Round number 10, VP, win this, the money is broken, and they'll be potentially getting close to tying things up as well. 3 rounds in a row for them. Smokes deployed outside. Play that was unbelievable.
Has the balls to open the door back up as well with an op and say, I'll just go back into the site I left. Well held well. Smoke goes from Snacks. Should go backside. Okay, so it actually lands below. I thought that was the one that landed on top of the catwalk, but it actually goes just behind. Either way, it covers off anyone playing up close on the CT side with guns. Could isolate toward the main entrance. Shock's inside of it. Neo's just on the other side of the smoke, but he'll continue around the crate instead. Good position for Kenny, all things considered, with that much pressure outside, especially with a teammate to work with. Shock's from down below will take down Bialy, and I think the positioning right now from G2 might be enough to catch out VP.
Good work by Shocks there, the lesser. weaponry towards Catwalk. It's the first kill. Serious chance to convert this now. Kenny S, I love this. Behind that air conditioning unit, such a strong position. But Taz, ahead of the curve, manages to actually take him down there. Good flash as well. Body has to retreat. Taz, hungry for blood, and so is Neo. Body gets it done, but Snacks is coming, and he can't hold on. It's going to be a 2 versus 1 now. MBK up against 2, but the pre-fire comes in. Asher now, the hero of the previous round. AWP still in hand and gets the wallbang in. Very well done by MBK. What a prediction. Just when they needed him as well. It all starting to fall apart. A lot of pressure applied in the upper bomb site. They win the round map at another 1 versus 1. G2 don't have the cash. It is the replay. This is just sensational play. What is this shot?
He didn't even think of that position. He was already going for this shot first. That is so sick against Kenny. Just to go back to that was obviously the last round versus Pro 1.
Yeah.
Round 10, I guess.
It's difficult not to reference those rounds when they come on the screen.
No, absolutely, you have to. But just to go back to the previous round as well. Body did get taken down quickly by an O-scope from Pasha again at the top of the ladder, but it was so much good work from MBK just staying alive on the floor. All in from Neo. They'll send him first. He's got the pistol, so why not? It's Kenny down below with an AWP. He can easily overwhelm him as well. Jump the corner, doesn't. Not known that the AWP was there, but Snacks, once he did, made no mistake. The potential crossfire position gone, but they're not looking. Pasha again saves the day.
How is he hitting these shots? Just when you think it's impossible, he pulls out another quick scope. He's been hitting those all day. Bomb down, landed in smoke. It's MBK who's waiting towards Shadow, but we dropped as well. Taz with the refrag potentially gets off the barrel. Clean execution. Kits available, Matt. This is a really tough round. A full reset coming through potentially here. Shoxy has to make something happen.
His best, Taz. Good find from below in the dark spot, but the fact that they wrapped around below it as well, Shox was able to get the kill. He knows he's in a one-on-one. Molotov's not going to matter if Bialy's already outside of the vents, but it catches him. Doesn't matter. Round is gone.
A bit confusion.
No, it was, but it was more the fact that he got the gun down, I suppose, but somehow he got the kill off just in time. That goes to show you, though, that if he didn't hit the bullet, it might have made a difference. I didn't think it was going to touch him at all.
Said that's the harsh reason. The round they won came down to a single player surviving. Round number 12. Virtus Pro with the advantage, and G2, just to note, have got all in. They only had like $1,400 per player, so they've gone for armor, CZ, a little bit of utility. Lose this, that's even more of a full eco, and that's a chance for Virtus Pro to light things up once again. This has been great. Now we're starting to get heated up here. Some of the spectacular shots and great tenacity from Virtus Pro. It's being 6-0 down. They've looked good. Snacks now might find himself in a spot of bother. Players around him with those CZs, which are very difficult to manage at close range. Not going to be powerful. And against the SMGs as points as well. Jerry didn't expect them to purchase that, but it might not matter. Snacks opens things up, takes out body. Pasha, in equal fashion, finds a headshot towards lower, and it's going to be now the CZ trying to do what he can. MBK with a chance to find the frag. 5 on 2, Kenny S and Shoxy. They can't win this. So we'll get 1 in return. No need to plan here. Right above him. Going to stop the bomb here, but could get 1 more kill.
Right to Kenny. Dude, that's a way to get a kill. Pasha just standing there. Gun sticks through the vents, and Kenny's just, thank you very much. I'll take the headshot all day long. Takes some G's in a 1 versus 3. Smoke out the backside. He wants to try and peek off of it. He's got to give it up at this point, so up the ladder is the best bet, but well read ahead of time. Oh, they didn't see each other. That, or excuse me, the other way around. Snacks saw Kenny, but Kenny not seeing Snacks. It's still going to be an exchange, and Snacks gets it through the smoke. Yes, take a bite of that Twix.
Get the Twix out. It's a lovely biscuity chocolate bar. Can't go wrong with that. Will be another round on the board for Virtus Pro up against the force buy. Sure, only looked like pistols without all the money G2 had available, and those pistols, especially in the hands of those sort of players, can be very difficult to manage. Virtus Pro coming out on top. Will be the full eco now for the French side. An idyllic start they had. It's somewhat shut down. Just like the default pistols, I'd imagine. Yeah, exactly that. 4 of those, and Shoxy with the PT50. 7-6 all day long. Pro to be 6-0 down, and still come back and win the half on the T-side of Duke. Storyline that would be.
Pasha's just waiting as well to see if there'll be any pressure applied from inside of Secret. Shox is actually heading that direction, as he's done multiple times. He's been there quite a few rounds. 7-5 is very good for Virtus Pro considering the start they had to be down 6-0. This as well. No. Pistol bonus for them. Bonus in that they have the economy advantage. Which now they certainly have as Bialy gets spotted out even still from NBK. He's the shot of return. Now they'll go to work. Outside pressure won't matter. The smoke's down, they're isolated, they're covered off, and Bialy quite spot toward the last player. Apex jumping over top of the crate, but Pasha finds him.
Work. Ready to exciting to report in that round. Just another day in the office of the Virtus Pro side. Clean sweep. Now we're coming to final few moments of the first half. E2 settled down after getting up 6-0. But it's practice for Pasha again, man. I was thinking, oh, he doesn't have to do too much here. Nuke's a difficult map to make the really too much, especially towards the late stages of the round as well. Well, that's where he's been doing his best work. Another difficult round in for G2. M4s are out, sure, but body armor across the board. No diffuse kits, no AWP, no incendiaries. It definitely paints a picture. Quite the grim one, as MBK has been caught with the refrags before. That's what he needs to be doing. Get that kill and fall back. Don't need to outstay your welcome. Hold the corner now as his teammates rotate in as well. Has a chance to come and retake ramp if required, but I don't think he has to here. We've got the 5-on-3, he's played it correctly this time.
No, he's going to all the way around the turnpike. There's a hold rotation, but MBK is slipping back up, and I'm not sure they're ready for this. They think they pushed him well out of the picture, but Bialy checks just in time. And on top of checking, he's got Apex down as well. He catches shocks. The push forward to catch rotations, and they walk directly into him. He nearly gets caught with a nade, and somehow he still hits the shot.
This is really, really questionable from GC. Now, what are they playing at? They had a 5-on-3, they're trying to retake ramp. Just hold the crossfires. You haven't got kits, just don't give anything away. It's body now in the 3 versus 1, and that is a round you will have to forget if you're the G2 side. That could be the end of it. Horrible decision making, and unfortunately, a huge advantage thrown away. It's difficult to watch at times. I even said at the start, get that kill, you've done it, you've got the 5-on-3, hold the lower sight. All your objective then is to get one kill, which is so easy to do, I should say, towards lower. You've got so many nooks and crannies to hide in, just get a refrag, that's absolutely possible. The auto shotgun comes out, and BP could very well win the half right here, right now. Apex with a desperate buy. Haven't seen this in a while. Nico, are you kidding?
Yeah, this is absolutely true. He knows most of that position with it. Apex. Quite as patient as Nico plays it. No way, Pasha.
It's happening.
May have potentially been off more than he can shoot Pasha, trying to get that no scope up to where the top of hut left himself quite open, easily visible. And he does find one on the shotgun in the end. Knock down, T-side off, Kenny backs off. The most finds Bialy as he's not ready for the peak. It is happening, Henry. Slips up late on catwalk, and he's got confidence to get all the way at least to heaven because Neo's watching the 2 points at which he would be peaked from. Body directly below at the silo. Kenny beside it on low HP. Body's back is turned. Who does he fire first? If he has the trigger discipline, he can easily find Kenny. If he fires immediately, Kenny can turn back. I take it back. Body's turned around. So Body is watching and he hits the headshot. That's going to put pressure on Taz, and the peak's going to come in perfectly timed. As he pulls the flashbang to support his teammate, Snacks goes down the vents. That's going to put the shotgun after him, which actually buys space, but the shotgun chasing works and it goes 8-7.
Who would have thought the auto shotgun is the hero of the round? It's Apex to find the first kill with Squeaky Dawn. I guess Pasha maybe outstaying his welcome in that position. Take him down. It is deadly in that upper bomb site. Down the Fed as well. Just ready to count. He comes out on top. So a round stolen away there by G2. They're actually winning the half there, but not the half they wanted with a 6-0 start. Highlights gun rounds. Hammers in hand. Straight to half towards the end there from G2. A 5-on-3 though, man. That would be, I'd have to think pause up for that one. I'd be so gutted at the way they approached it. How disappointing a world-class team to be reacting in that manner. 5-on-3.
Yep. And okay, yes, they win the half in the round immediately after, but that doesn't ultimately make up for the fact that they could have had a 9-6 half.
It just shows you whether that like really shaky and rattled.
So what character do we see from G2 on the pistol round? Because they've thrown some versatility into the mix on Nuke. A few different rounds, a few different iterations of utility on smokes that have gone toward heaven. We saw that was obviously the first one they did with the run through ramp room and then turnpike to get up the ladder. We've seen a few smokes outer with a wrap to the main entrance. Go standard formation and just try and beat Virtus Pro down in sheer force. Not quite on Pasha's level, but he's trying. Speak of the devil. We'll get back underway then, shall we, Hank?
You'd hope so. Let's do it.
You don't mind?
I don't mind whatsoever. His Pasha had a very slow start to the game, but certainly got nice and warm as clutch moments came through. Some sensational play on Cash and on Nuke as well. So he's been using this series so far. Nice and NES, by his standards, been relatively quiet. Passes of armor from the deep side, and we have got quite a tactical approach from G2 here. 3 smokes, 2 sets of armor. Pistol for shots is quite interesting. This could be the full outside execution with the smokes. Necessarily required. It does definitely block you, making it all the way down. Be outsmarted getting all the way down. There's a little bit of damage there. It has defense towards the lower side. Control room as well. Shock's already bypasses him. What a shot from body. He's got control room covered. Shocks has the vents. Body continues to be impressive as he takes down Pasha. Finally, Neo gets a response. Shocks one hits to him. But Neo, as soon as I get excited, decides that he's had enough of that as well. He gets taken down by Apex. That's quite cool. You can see the objective of that. Get towards lower as quickly as possible. Get Shoxy set up in the vents with that automatic pistol. And then Body, I guess part of the tactic, he kills everyone. There'll be snacks now left in 3 versus 1. No kid available. He's very unlucky. He does much more than this than a couple of kills. Body managed that. Apex at the 1 HP. He's going to be trying to hide at this point. Can't do it. Snacks dropped as well. I love that play. Just get the CZ into the vents because anyone dropping down, you just mow them with the get 75. He's now winning both pistols. 6-0 start. Body. Really nice work towards them lower round. It's all over the place. See if Force 5 from Virtus Pro. We'll find out now. Indeed, CZ scouts, snacks, BG-50 Pasha, money everything with the scout itself. He gets dropped the scout, gives himself head armor. He's feeling confident. And G2, normally a team that like buy up like Mac 10s and stuff like that, they'll be having rifles across the boards. Quite nice to see.
It's true, it's a good point. We don't see it as often anymore. These guys are old school. It's just a team. And the benefit of it is, it's the SMGs that you get more kill reward, you can build more up with them, you can afford to go for the bonus round. And if you lose one, it's not the end of the world because you're just going to reinvest either into a rifle, likely into a rifle in most situations. If you can keep all 5 rifles up, then it absolutely has its benefits in the same respect, but as soon as you have to reinvest a bunch, so if this round gets costly, that's why a lot of teams get discouraged by them early.
Yeah.
Pasha with the headshot. There's all the show.
Axe coming in there and he gets down. Have an area. 95 HP. That is looking like a very commenting round for G2. Staying as a time fragment unit. You're likely to deny anything here. Precision headshots at this point.
Got that one on tag. Finally, he gets one of them. And he looked like was hit twice. Now Apex touched.
He's hit another one.
He's got 3 shots that have done massive damage, but unfortunately, I don't think anyone else is going to pursue because they've got some investment into the pistols. So it's all for naught.
It is definitely an opportunity there. Snacks getting that intel.
Yeah, he's fancying it. 2 kills would be something. Yeah, one as well finds Kenny. There's one of them all tag players around 30 HP. He's inside of the vents now, but what's his plan? Instead, actually, this is better because he's funneled them directly toward where his teammates are. Reali could actually, with the CZ, find no one at all. But then, okay, Pasha's still around. I thought he would just try and run with the scout, but instead, okay, so they get 1 more than they should have. If they had found 2 kills on the exit, all due to snacks pushing down the vents, I would have thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Now it's just average.
Good shots over at Pasha there. Quick spin once again. Calling card in this series. Managed to win the round. There was the force 5 from the CT side. A nice approach there from GT with the opening pick. Towards slower. Tight fraggy units. Slower. Definitely took some damage, but ultimately 3 players surviving. Round 1. Will he go for British Pro next round? Not on the G side as well, so this is looking pretty healthy. NBK with the Mac 10. Play kids around him. Just a CZ and a PG-50. Nice. Pistols and they'll have a little stack towards round. I think absolutely everyone's going to be here having a party. I like parties. Still with the lead. If the momentum seemed to not be going their way at all in the second quarter, I guess, if you will. Can't do some stack and ramp. A gamble that will not pay off, I'm afraid. Let's say that they all rotate lower and somehow find kills, but for now it certainly has not paid off. Everywhere. She's already down below. Ball needs to go upward, therefore. Not looking to commit yet until they know that the upper side is for sure clean and clear, which it now is, so run it in, hit the plant finally. Kills right now with the Mac 10. Chase. Does go down. Go any further. They would just try and get a few kills on the board by getting it, but now he's starting to farm up the cash. That's exactly what he wants. He'll continue around the corner as well with Pasha. Snack's back off. Taz as well. Pasha's tagged. Both of them are very low. Either way, round done. I'm just talking for the sake of it at this point, Henry, to be honest, as Apex gets in position and G2 will find number 11. Now we get into the gun rounds for Virtus Pro. Oh, we will indeed. G2, let's just notice, there's a little recap, shall we, before we get into this one. Winning both pistols. It's G2 with a 6-0 start. 3-0 in the second half as well. So that's 9 rounds they've got at the beginning of 2 halves there. So it's going to be a massive disaster for them if this game slips by the wayside. But for now, it's looking pretty good. Let's see what we've got in store for this first gun round then. I'll have a look at the buys momentarily. No all available VP. That's at the end of the world. Same story for G2 as well, but they are fully equipped. A single kit on the Virtus side. Or an incendiary even. By G2, so punished for just yet. This first gun round. Can't really allow that bomb to go down to the flow out. The reason is such a nightmare about the kit itself. Inside of the door. Down instead. Covers the window and the doorway went open. Headset hangs rather loosely. Canceling body. Still hoping to get out the door at some point in time, and I think this will be the ticket. As Kenny sends back to Naden. Now he has to be ready for it. Naden in, Molotov's out, smoke to Annex. Meow still sitting on the corner. Flashes are bypassing. He'll be shot though. Body's gonna know that he's there. He won't commit to it, however. Instead, it's over to Ram. Good lineup from Taz. 2 for him. Pasha lines up a third. Can't catch it. Taz tries to swing and go for the trade, but Body gets over in time. Find ourselves in a 3-on-3. Fantastic work there by Taz. Almost getting more than 2, but still 3-on-3. Neo in a great position here to shut this round down. His Body wants to go absolutely wild here. 3 fires towards the rafters. Neo with a double. That should be the round. It's Shoxy with 20 seconds remaining. 35 speed. Make his way towards the vent. The army ready and waiting. Gets the instant punish. First go round on the board for Virtus Pro. A little bit dicey towards the end there, the full execution from G2, basing all the utility Pentia rotation there as well. VP don't take the bait, Taz with the double frag. Didn't get more than that. Good recovery by G2, but went back towards upper. And as we said, pre-firing the rafters, a very common position. It's so difficult to get out of the hut. Body didn't expect Neo to be so close. Spray down, it's not fraggy for them as well, 16-12. Money should be fine. On the G2 side, you can see it being whittled down though. AK's across the board once more. Whoever wins this round will send their opposition towards an eco actually, so this is massive. Round number 20. And a fast play towards the side, at least for Apex and Body. Smokes are good. Snacks aren't going to do anything about that. Gets a bit of damage off. Oh my goodness. Close there.
Not a ton of damage, but enough. Something to note. And fours if the loss is more viable, perhaps. Swings down below. That's why I took through on secret. Body and Apex. As you push behind it, they're going to make a lot of noise to go toward decontamination. He decides to wait at control room stairs instead because he can always open it up and counter off the position. Apex is getting closer as well. Because Taz not willing to go into the site yet. Dissolves back to the same position. They always caught Body going back. Now, that might suggest they are leaving the site, that they're not actually going to want to be. And Apex is swinging through. Taz had no idea, so they still get some ground to work with. The Alley's more than aware the bomb is not committed to B.
25 seconds. In there to take one down in the lobby area, but some of the advantage in the final play looks like they'll be coming towards lower, potentially as KDS goes to the plant.
And that all has to do with the second kill, not Meowie. They let him go by getting Taz. They swing it around. Meowie's still alive, therefore finds Apex through the door. Slowly coming down to him being the factor. Neo gets toward the vents. Neither have a kit. Unfortunately, Neo in such a linear position gets tapped away by shots. Meowie gets aggressive. On the door, Kenny's able to spot him.
Round there from G2, well recovered, especially Shoxy from the ramp area. It's tapping away. And the vent itself gets the headshot, secures the round. That's going to be a really harsh reset.
Não deixe de se inscrever no canal aí. Tem live toda noite.
Great starts.
Hey, man.
This was VP's pick for G2, certainly no slouch. So we need to make the stats coming into this one. 2017 G2. They've got a 7-1 record. It's going to be the Revolver just announced coming out. It's VP with 11-2. Revolver for Snacks. Alright, Snacks. Why he's making this a thing?
Sabe? O que vai ter à noite?
One kill. That's good enough. Name another gun that if they had one kill on, we would mention it. Negative. Okay, fair enough.
Lágrimas.
Dedicated 5 minutes. On overpass, it's like this.
So that's a statement in itself.
2-second pre-roll.
I want it to work. I want to break the game.
Make 1,000 kids on matchmaking switch no loadout. Passion goes up. Flash was there, but he couldn't find the shots against Kenny, and Snacks goes down without a fight.
Going to be the start to be great. He gets that kill in secret. He gives Snacks a bit of time there to work with the revolver. He could have got a kill. But that was with Pasha. That range of CZ, he expected to find a kill. Looking like it'll be quite a key round now from G2. 38 being scoreline. Money still won't be fantastic with the so it's about 22. So yeah. Then now, of course, as Apex takes him down. Well, that's the side of the head.
There's no mistake about it.
So they make a decision. What's will be buying, but it's very evident the all ones really considered enough. The revolver or the MCU. Let's see. America has us out before I take a pause and consider it right. I didn't have the money in front of me, but I could make a guess there was not enough to buy yet. So it allowed G2 to get to 14-8. The revolver's out again. You get to see this once more.
Come on, Railgun. That's enough. Sit down, son. Stay humble.
I don't know why it's being this sort of it.
Gotta have some fun here and there, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Never take life too seriously. You know, I don't know, something like that. Shocks. Flash dude doesn't catch Neo, but doesn't have a gun. It's finished off by Apex as well. 14-8 Virtus Pro. Not finding much on the CT side of Nuke at all. Money's been an issue. If they can get one, maybe there's something they can jump into and pull this back, but it's going to be very difficult at this point in time.
Bora G2, bora G2.
Approach. That's been a massive problem. Revolver is the back pocket of Shoxy, just don't know. You get a chance to see it again. Watch outside at this point. Shoxy, Silo and GT have already made their way down towards the lower, and Taz is ready and waiting. He probably gets taken down here, just about getting away with it. Knows there's a chance he gets dropped, and 3 kills come in for Virtus Pro. Getting down the fast approach very quickly indeed, and it will be Kenny S, the final player for G2 in the 5 versus 1. But it's still beneficial to get any kills he can. We know the money's running low here. Don't let him get back into this game. Should be dropped in. Good play from Taz. Really calm stuff. He's like very cerebral today. Every situation just maximising his chances of winning the round.
He's had enough. He's finally deciding to don the cape, be the hero. Dig deep, find the form. It's all about it. By the way, this kind of battle, like I say, they got to 14 rounds. There's still a chance for Smoke to pull his back. Oh, absolutely. Now
This is 16 at the top. What's the chance?
Oh, absolutely. Well, okay, yes. Fat lady things and all that, but more importantly, where they just kept German alive and indeed alive, so they build the economy up. They have a point potential reset for the next round, and it gives them even a lifeline to buy and play for overtime. So they've just got to build the bank and stay in this.
Well, yeah, keeping 5 players alive in certain rounds, that's going to help. Here's Taz. I thought he goes down here. Timing's just about saving. Second kill was great, but he just wasn't ready for that angle. It's the third as well. That's KS dropping down from side lane. It's on. And here we go. Round 24. But once again, this time for Kenny S as well. Money pretty decent for the GT side, as you can imagine. Careful by here. Finally, some kits for VP as well. 24. Smokes towards outer. He's very good at getting towards secret here. No mistake about that. GT have to give much away in that respect. And that's why previous iterations of Nuke, CSGO especially, got quite stale, because everything's run the same strategy of those smokes. There's not really much you can do about it.
Snax is trying to look through the smoke with the same sort of external vision he had last time. He couldn't find the shots. He's despite the fact the position is lost and Bialy has to rotate down toward the contamination stairwell. Snax is then pull closer and big garage. If they go backwards, or if there's a chance to flank, he'll go now. Bialy's already confirmed one quick kill. He's not committed yet, but Bialy's still holding his position. Will take the bomb down out of Apex's hand. The fact that he spotted that, he can call for the rotation. Kenny immediately gets a response. Snax can't leave big garage, however. 2 players still outside, holding him in place. MBK and Shox.
He's so brave. Goes out of 40 HP, goes to the spam. It was almost dead on as well. If Shoxy's stuck out of the crate there.
That's a spam ring. May not do with either one. Or A4, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, that's fine. Forget spray. What a shot from Shox.
Unbelievable. On tap from hell. We Taz in a great position. It's the sort of plays we need 1 kill, deny that plan, and that's the round. He's made the time to check it. Towards up as well. Shoxy, the godlike timing here. We're coming behind him from the ladder position. Asher, he's almost certainly dead here. Shoxy comes in, but it might be too late. Bomb needs to be denied, and Taz certainly doing a good job of that.
Oh my god, I thought Shox was going to be found. Taz knows he's there. He has time to get out from the dark spot, even though it was cold, and he swings. You know, with Henry, Taz had the position. He made no mistake. We're up to 14-10.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets that 1 kill. And Shoxy, it was a sloppy kill, but regardless, he wasn't going to win the round. Maybe he gets the second frag on Taz, but doesn't have a huge outcome on the round. This certainly did, though. Bialy gets the call. They've made their way down towards Secret once again. Gets the double kill there. He gets 2 kills. Kenny S finally takes him down, but that was enough to buy some time. And Taz to get towards the shadow area and lower. It's the big kill, and it's starting to fall apart a little bit here for GT now. This will be much be their final buy. Looking for match point. AKs across the board. Slightly limited in utility. Molotovs to work with though. To round number 25. This game is going to be going all the way. That was a risky play from Apex. No smoke to cover him there. Made it though. Undetected at least as well. Bialy looking towards the hut. Kind of squeaky as well. Won't take the shot just yet. But Asher certainly will. Good Lord takes him down. Combat orping on the bomb side floor. Now we have the advantage.
Top of the hut. Apex will already be clearing toward lower as well. It's his fate on entrance. He's hoping he tries to get toward the vents quick enough and he can catch him off before doing so. Ramp already open. Reasonable territory gained. More so watch Apex because Taz, you have no idea. Down that opens ramp entirely. Pashes here nearby. But it's the shots toward the ramp room and radio, rather, excuse me, that he has to find first. They actually backed off that. I thought they would chase him around the corner.
The time they have remaining, you think that would be cool, but the bomb will be planted here. The advantage for VK, but maybe not for long. Apex looking to nail this shot, but can't do it. It's Snacks chasing him down, capitalizes. Huge advantage now for the Polish side. Still, Kenny is alive with the AWP.
Doors not yet open. Hole in it. Did they spot it? Usually a hole indicates someone's definitely in there trying to play it. Kenny was. He found Neo. He was traded back. Pasha was arriving slowly the whole time. The man they didn't chase finds the way back in.
Correct. Obviously, left in a difficult situation. Sounds the clutch. Almost got that kill on the rotating Pasha on the AWP. Taken down the CZ-75. Apex found in the opening. He was down towards lower. Nice and quick. Found Taz at the ramp room. That was their chance to strike, but it wasn't enough. Bomb planted. NES popped in towards Toxic. I've got money still. E2 with 13 lost, but 2 bombs going down in the previous round as well. Just about 25 kills. Above water. In actual respect, MPK didn't compromise already with the UMP, 4 AKs around him. Now they've got a 5 VP, it seems. Just break the money at the French side. So close to tying things up.
He wants to the door. He wants more.
He didn't get detected there before, right?
No.
Pasha took the aggro away.
He was never spotted once in this position. Spotted many times on top of the hut, but not there. As Kenny is still on the other side, AK in hand.
Execution coming in from G2. The set piece, we call this. Line up smokes, molotovs, flashbangs. Objective. Get the bomb down up and maybe sneak it down towards the ramp, but it's a coordinated approach that's been practiced.
Smoke we saw being lined up is the heaven smoke. One Molotov, Apex has that. He's bounced it down as well. Shops is left the roof already. Apex is still up there. Shout, door open. Neo above. He'll pull the aggro from the alley. They're going to go in, checking for the window. He still finds 2. Nearly sprays it back to get Kenny as well.
Very well done by the alley, but it might not be done just yet. Kenny S with the bomb gets a double kill. Should we get the plant here as well? Keep the money strong for G2. Definitely gets the bomb at this point, and he'll keep the clutches out. Be capable of doing so. He's got full HP, but maybe not so much anymore. He gets his head blown off by Pasha, but good effort. 2 kills and the bomb down means he can keep buying that. That's the aim of the game. Buying that pressure. Allowing VP to have a second to calm down here. Deeper into the lost players. They're at 4 stage now. While going down the next ready. The multiple player was the set piece, but the alley set didn't get spotted in that position before. It's 1 for the hub and then drops down. Man spray down with low HP. Great stuff. Looking for the 2-0 Lotus Pro. Chase the CT side. The set money still by G2. They'll be losing 70 rounds. Walked out for Kenny S. Near the glass cannon. Vinny has no protection. Comfort of armor. I'll go towards that. That's all we can take care. And presumably find it. Oh, maybe not. Behind it gets tagged down. But how's he still alive? There it is. Body finally takes him down. The misplay with the smoke being brought out. And Shoxy looking to pick up the pieces here. As he makes his way towards main. Here, very aware of that prospect. Smokes him out.
Yep, absolutely. Good read by Neo. Skyline's being blown out of the lane. Gonna try and flash Shocks in.
They don't have any flashes.
They don't. That's true. They've got 2 smokes.
Problem to get towards the flashes at all.
Shocks goes down. He does find the shot on Neo, and a good find by MBK as well. That point, certainly close enough by. It's almost within reach for G2. Pasha wants back up on AWP from Vince. This is tough. More so because he's lost Taz. He's in a 1 versus 4. No idea that he's in this position. God, it's going to be tough to work with. MBK does he see underneath him? Doesn't. Pasha, he's got a smoke and a kit. Body still in position as well on top of the site. Oh, I think he's just as spotted. He was. Oh, man.
Good effort.
It was. I think it was actually MBK dropping down to leave through Squeaky that saw him in the window.
Yeah, well, he's trying to work out. Is there anywhere you win the situation? Anything that can use? There are weaknesses there. Behind one of them. Spotted the second and then I just didn't get caught out. maybe he gets that first kill, drops the smoke, full defuse. It's like a maybe 5% chance he gets it.
That would have been so ridiculous. But it's map point G2. A third map might be possible. It's Inferno. To Kenny S. Just get quickly into position outside. Shots out from the CZ-75. They're pulled back as Apex gets the shot immediately back into Snacks. But it's MBK to follow up on Neo. And it's falling apart for Virtus Pro until such time that Pasha gets ready toward heaven. A decent find on MBK, but commits too far and Body's able to take him down. And a 4 versus 2.
Third map. Potentially incoming now. It's a 4 versus 2. Bialy and Taz up against him. They have got a couple of flashbangs, but outnumbered and outgunned. This flashbang could do it. It's actually the smoke that locks him out of position as well. Bialy does find the headshot. There still could be a chance for this one.
Good shot indeed. Through the gap as well. He's got another. It's going to be for Apex. Taz and Bialy refuse to give up, and they get the site back.
Another huge lead for G2. They've lost 5 on 3s and now a 4 on 2. That's an unbelievable retake, and they've given so many targets before they even get near the bomb. G2 give up another huge play. Good lord, it's Bialy who seems to be looking incredible here on Nuke, and I can't believe G2 have let that happen again. They're trying to face at the same time and shut it down as quickly as possible, but they're not playing for the bomb. They give it up once again. First kill comes in, that's 5 shots as he's holding towards me. The fact he gets given so many opportunities at this point, and that smokes down as well. Kenya's didn't have to go for that. Body especially falls apart, he denied making this right here, right now. They still have map point, of course, but they've lost their bonus, their build-up of cash. They get the bomb down, they'll probably still be another buy here. Lose this round. Overtime very likely. You can see it's weak going into this round. Number 29, good level 4 AKs. They do have smokes and flashbangs, 1 Molotov. And lose this, they'll only have $100 coming from the bank accounts, and was destined for overtime. They have to close it out now. They can't mess around. There's no chance in the 30th with just the pistols. What a retake. I thought we were over.
Yep. Starting to build up the Inferno storyline. Snacks tries to fire outside again. Shots down to 36.
Oh, they would have done it.
Yeah. On the way by. Snacks. Yeah, wants to try and swing him behind. Apex was ready. Snacks was too. Further damage. Neo combines. They spray them down. Bomb is dropped. And 15-14 looks likely. It's on to Kenny.
He's still got a chance in this one. It's 3 versus 1. Galil in hand wants to upgrade to one of those AKs on the floor. AK thrown out. And it will be the flashbang deployed.
Oh my god. Taz was behind him. It was smart. He didn't want to go for the AK because he didn't want to be caught without the gun at the ready. Flash bought him space, but not enough because Taz was behind him. And now we do get round 30.
No bomb planted means that's almost no money, $1,900. That 4 versus 2 map. Do you get better chance than that to close out maps? We know that our team is affected by those sort of outcomes, and here we go then, potentially the last round or the beginning of overtime. 1 AK-47 and Galil, 3 CZ. The scoreline's 15-14 in G2's favour on the T side of Nuke.
Shots through the smoke. There's a great landing. Snacks. He's going to try and push. Or is he? He sits as always, patient as ever. He's going to wait. MBK's going to go over to the right crate. Snacks is going to end up being behind them. MBK considers it with a quick spam, but he hasn't figured it out. Snacks has maybe waited too long because they're already down in secret. Good find up close as Kenny continues to try and get forward.
Can still go either way with Kenny S and the AWP in hand. Get in the vents. This is brave. Spots nothing there, but he hits the shot regardless. Bialy might have given it up then. 3 on 3 as Neo rotates through. Snacks still so far removed. The bomb yet to be planted. It looks like Body's going to take care of that. And down towards lower.
In the vents, the op becomes a shotgun almost with tight choke points and narrow corridors, but it's the bomb plant that matters now for G2. Snacks works his way down. Body. He's going to cover off the flank. The back of Secret and MBK. He kills off Snacks. It's Neo that gets in the side. He's in the open. The more missed shots he fires, the more chance he gets found. And Kenny finds him perfectly. They know Taz is in the side. A 3-man peek coming through. And I think G2's done just enough. It is Kenny S that will make sure of it.
E o segundo mapa vai para G2.
1 AK-47 and Galil and CZ-75s. It's Kenny S with the AWP that hits a hell of a shot towards the bench. Bialy could have stopped it there and then and forced overtime, but they managed to avoid it after winning both pistols. A 6-0 start, 4-0 in the second half. G2 just about do it. Not in the cleanest of fashion, but it's done. And we're going to Inferno.
And Inferno should be awesome between these two teams. A hell of a win yesterday by Virtus Pro against FaZe on it. But it's G2 that have forced the series longer, and it was done by a good start. If you don't get those 6 rounds early on, if you don't get the economy rolling, I really don't think they would have been able to hold on toward the end of the game. Things definitely slipped away.
I absolutely agree with that. And it will be disappointing for Virtus Pro, but what a comeback that was. Some of the plays they were making and some of the blunders G2 were presenting as well.
A live será encerrada agora, mas já já voltaremos com o terceiro jogo, o terceiro mapa. Então fique aí, fique ligado que já já estaremos de volta. Tamo junto e até daqui a pouco.